Welcome, welcome, welcome to Real Talk, the next half of this list. So, Jordan, you gonna say hey? I'd like to dedicate this time to Rev. Stephen Bernstein, my mother Iris Elizabeth DeRoque, Carolyn Jones, and Achille Lynn. Who would you like to dedicate this time to? May their memories be for a blessing. So, let's go. So, last time we talked about, I went on, I just want to kind of know what's relevant. I'm trying to get to a good position. Relevant to, you know, I'm trying to look at all the different groups that we have here on the channel as a family and just look at some different topics that people are interested in. So we're finishing out the second half of what Christians look up, the top topics on YouTube that Christians look up. So last time, just to go through them real quick, we said Christians look up Bible study, anything with Bible study explanations, just listen to the audio Bible, which I do myself. I make sure I go through that whole thing just by listening to it. Christian apologetics, anything that defends the faith, defends Christianity. That's number 2 on the top 10 things Christians look for on YouTube. Number 3 are end times and prophecy, anything on that, revelation, looking at current events, how it affects end time prophecy. Number 4 is Christian living and inspiration. A lot of Musar, what is Musar? Ethics and morals explained out in a systematic way. And then the 5th thing Christians look for on YouTube, they just want to jam out with some worship songs or something called worship session. I never heard of a worship session. I don't know what that means. And live praise events or spontaneous worship. I don't know what that is either. I don't know if that means you just walking down the street and did a choir come out of I don't know, and then just start, I don't know. So, all right, number 6. So we're gonna do 6 through 10 on this one. Do you know what they are, Jordan? Okay, very good. All right, so number 6 on the list is sermons by popular pastors, such as Stephen Furtick, John MacArthur, Joyce Meyer, Charles Stanley, and etc. Is that what you may be looking for on the on YouTube? Which I'm gonna turn around and also do the Jewish perspective. Who's the top rabbi that everybody's looking for? Is it Rabbi Freeman? Is it Alana Nava? Is it Tovia Singer? So who's the top rabbis that we'll do it. We'll keep it moving. So sermons by popular pastors, as the ones we just mentioned, along with trending sermon clips or full services. So that's what's popular. That's number 6. Number 7 popular thing are testimonials and conversion stories, meaning anything like a person that was an atheist or a Muslim or a New Age person or maybe a drug addiction, and their testimonies and their conversion stories, how they came to believe in Yeshua as the Mashiach and all the principles of Judaism that he brings, that is brought into Christianity. Also, life-changing encounters with Yeshua. I don't know what that means. Does that mean somebody saw Yeshua? Does that mean they just were the teachings, which are teachings of Judaism, and they were just astounded? Like, what did that mean? What does that mean? So that's number 7. Number 8 are Christian relationships and dating advice. Christian relationships and dating advice. Okay. A lot of people need that. I know I've looked that up. So some subtopics are godly dating, marriage and unity, waiting on God for a spouse, red flags in Christian dating. I mean, wow. So meaning people were like experiencing things and they went on YouTube to find out, are other people experiencing these things too? So that's number 8. Number 9, what you guys think about that? Do you go on YouTube for dating advice? You can be honest. Number 9, biblical history and archaeology. I am actually really stunned that this is so low on the totem pole. I would have thought for sure that history and archaeology would have been higher up. This is astounding to me. It's number 9. So some subtitles there, some subtopics, excuse me. Evidence for biblical events. Like Sodom and Gomorrah, you can still find sulfur over there. And I don't know, and Lot's wife, that big piece of rock standing on the Dead Sea, that looks like a woman. Wow, and also the Dead Sea Scrolls, Exodus or Jesus' tomb, evidence for the Exodus. And I know I have seen a video on where they found some chariot wheels in the Red Sea, and they said that these were from the Egyptians that were. So why not? Also, in this biblical history and archaeology, the Jewish roots of Christianity. So now the number 10 least looked at of the 10. Number 10. Wow, this is really interesting. Spiritual warfare and deliverance. Some of those subtopics are demons, healing, and prayer. Demons, healing, and prayer. How to fight temptation and sin. Christian views on the occult or New Age dangers. Okay, so that's interesting. I kind of like that last one. How should we understand these New Age concepts that are being brought up or things of this nature? How should we understand that? I think that's fair. Demons, healing, and prayer is interesting because since Rab Bernstein gave us the Jewish view on these things, it's a matter of inside space and time, outside space and time. But listen, if you jacked up and you sick, don't see the doctor. Like, Yeshua say that. Like, that's Judaism 101. If you jacked up, go get you some help. Now, but yeah, that's definitely a topic that Rab Bernstein spent a lot of time on. I'll just give you a little tidbit. Like, say, for instance, if you're having demonic dreams, he was explaining we don't have that as Jews, dreams with demons in them. He said because that's not in our culture. We don't even have that. And he said that's in your culture, so therefore you're able to dream about it because you have it. We don't have those kind of dreams. We have other kind of dreams. So, or nightmares, however you want to say it. So that was really fantastic to understand. You're literally dreaming what your culture is teaching you about. So if you don't have that, you won't dream about it. What you think about that concept? Put it down below. I mean, this is real talk. Put it out on the table. Like, don't hold back. So those are the top 10 altogether. What did you think about that? Did you find that interesting? Is that something you want to look a little bit more into? You know, when we approach a topic, we always going to do it for with the perspective of the Tanakh, which is the Torah, the writings of the prophets, and the writings themselves, and the Berhadashah, the New Testament scriptures. We're always going to approach it from the entire Bible viewpoint, because that's how we learned from Rav Bernstein, how to understand these things. So you want to do this? Like, let's go. Just put down below what you found interesting from this list and things you like to pursue and find a little bit more about. But the whole point is for you to have a place to dialogue. Like, I want to hear your question. So, also, I have a website now, Baruch Hashem, for our family. Be confident in your faith at beconfidentinyourfaith.com, and I'll be making a little area where we can talk about these different topics. It's really important to understand what's going on here, because the Bible talks about it all. So, looking forward to that coming soon. And I hope that you enjoyed this and the idea of putting things out on the table. So this is just me saying, here, we got some things to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? So that we can move forward and, fix some immediate issues. Sometimes people can't concentrate and learn some of these other things that we're talking about in the Torah until they get a healing or understanding, a healing in their concept, the way of their thinking. So That's what it's all about. So I hope to see you next time. And shout out and thank you to all the new subscribers and family members. Please, please, please send this on. You know how the people say like, subscribe, share, whatever. All that stuff. Why? Because we're building a family so we can create dialogue. A place where you can come ask some questions. I don't necessarily proclaim to have all the answers, but at least we're talking about it as family because we're a community. You're not supposed to be out here rocking alone. So, see you next time.